Hello, everyone, and welcome into April. This is your daily reading for Monday, April 1st. And since this is the start of a new month, before we jump in, I'm going to pull one card. This will be from the crystal deck, and we'll see if there's a specific crystal that you're being encouraged to work with throughout the month. And that one was flipping. We have Halo Gold, Dead Sea Salt, Platinum, and Iron. So overall, the message here is enthusiasm, spontaneity, and protection. So this is kind of that reminder of you are protected, but go forth, with some spontaneity and some enthusiasm and kind of break yourself out of some of these ruts, especially with the eclipse coming up. That's the perfect time to take a look at what is it that you're doing in your life? What are your patterns? Are there things that you are doing because you've always done it that way? Do you need to introduce some spontaneity into the picture? So let's go ahead and take a look at what the overall energies are for the collective, and then we'll jump in sign grouping by sign grouping. The Sun in reverse, the Devil in reverse, and the King of Cups. Okay, so with our King of Cups energy, this is that sense of having some wisdom and balance as you're breaking free from this devil energy. So devil in reverse is that sense of freedom. You're breaking out of these patterns that have kept you locked out of your blessings, the patterns that have kept you on these lower timelines, the lower vibrational experience. And then we have the Sun in reverse. So the Sun in reverse is about that sense of being like locked out of your blessings, feeling like things are a little bit out of alignment, like you're not getting to where you need to be. And it's because you've had that devil energy in play. So as you're able to break free from that, as you're able to sit in that King of Cups energy and break free from that, it'll start to transform your situation for you. So let's jump in today and let's go ahead and start with our earth signs. So that is going to be our Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. What wants to come through for you for today? The High Priestess. So this is that push to sit in that divine feminine energy, that higher consciousness, that inner knowing, that wisdom, and using that combined with that King of Cups energy to be able to break free from whatever these addictive patterns are, whether it's substances, whether it's people, whether it's behaviors, whether it's thought processes. So that's what you're being pushed to do. Star Mother, how can you mother yourself? So this is that idea of, and they both have these kind of bluish dresses, like long flowing dresses on. So how can you stand up for your inner child? If you're in a situation that isn't good, so usually this devil energy it's that something is pulling you down. So what is it that's pulling you down? And why is it that you feel the need to turn to different vices? Turn to alcohol, turn to gambling, turn to, whatever, video game addiction, overeating, self-defeating thoughts. For some people, it could be a self-harm issue. So what situation puts you in that state where you feel like that is your only way out of it? And that's when this Star Mother card comes out. That's the situation that you, as the adultier adult, need to step into it and say, no, I'm protecting my inner child. I am fighting for myself, and step into that. So the card that jumped was Cordelia. Go outside. You have been indoors too long. Go outside and get some fresh air. So not only in the actual physical sense of go outside, but also in the sense of you've been trapped too long in the same situation. Go out and experience life. So go out and, meet new people, start a new hobby, join a book club, whatever, and meet new people and get some fresh air, some fresh energy, some fresh perspective. And then we also have forgive. May you let it be. And so this is a good message, and this is going very well with that card there, with those blues. It's not only about forgiving the other person, it's about forgiving you. So forgiveness does not absolve them necessarily of what they've done, but it releases you from that energetic cycle with them. So it's not sweeping it under the rug and saying, oh, all's forgiven, it's fine, don't worry about it. But it's saying, I'm not going to let what you did continue to energetically pull on me one way or the other. So it's about bringing you peace to say, I forgive that situation. You don't have to still stay in it, but forgiving it allows you that peace to be able to move on. So that was the message for our earth signs. Now let's take a look at our water signs. See what all messages want to come through for you. The sun. And actually, it's kind of funny. So most of these cards are in the upright, but the sun came through in reverse. So usually I do read these as upright. So in the upright, that is about having these blessings coming in, but it's that push-pull between energetically. A lot of people are being locked out of some of their blessings because of the fact that they have not yet broken free of this devil energy. But once you do, then it might feel like initially like, oh my gosh, sometimes depending on how severe and how entwined that devil situation is, there can be a period of feeling like, oh my gosh, I'm really struggling, So say, for example, if you were married to an addict or somebody who was abusive, breaking free from that pattern is what you're being pushed to do, even though it will create a little bit of fallout as it's immediately happening. But know that the sun is coming through as the energy, like the push, like you're trying to be pushed towards your sun, like towards those blessings. But sometimes it takes a little bit of going through the swamp to get there. All right. Protection. Call back your power. Cut the cords. Soul retrieval. So that is your light workers card. So that's that energy of, or that sense of, stop pouring all of your energy into everybody else and not leaving enough energy for yourself. So you have to make sure that your bucket is full so that way you can continue to fill other people's buckets. But you have to, fill your own first, because you can't fill from an empty bucket. Hyena, I think is how you pronounce it. Leap of faith. Take a risk and put your heart's true desire into action. So this is, as I was talking about, like the example of if you are in a really tough situation, maybe it requires you to do something that's kind of scary to break free from it, but you're being called upon, I guess, to do that. So push through, break through, and know that there's blessings waiting for you on the other side of that. One last card for our water signs. Imagine. May you look beyond what can be seen. So this is kind of that sense of imagine what your life could be like once you break free from whatever you feel like you're being shackled with right now. So if you can imagine that and then pour your energy into creating that scenario within your life, that will help bring you that sun energy. Because the key to change is to focus all of your energy on what you're trying to bring in, like focus all of it on the new thing, not on the old thing that's on its way out. All right. Air signs. That is our Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Let's see what messages want to come through for you for today. Strength. So this is that card. It's reminding you to push through. And to me, these are speaking to me the color of the planet here and then the border there. That you have the strength to be able to look at this from a balanced place, to be able to look at your situation from this calm place of like wisdom and knowing, and let yourself sit in that strength, and you'll be guided towards what the answer is for you. Because you do have to break You do have to break free from this devil energy that's keeping you in these cycles that are making you unhappy or keeping you from your happiest potential. So the jumper card was dance with life. Do something to change your energy. So if you want something different, do something different. And awakening, energetic upgrades, a new way of being, and integration. So some of this is a matter of there's a lot of activations and awakening that's happening on the planet right now, and being aware of it and knowing what happens within your body. Like a lot of times when these big aha moments are coming, when these new light codes are coming in, things like that, you'll feel like a sluggishness, you'll feel tired. Make sure you're taking care of yourself and not, burning the candle on both ends. So make sure that you're taking care of yourself, because there's new things that want to come in for you. And make sure that this dancing with life is, do something that you enjoy. This life is too short to feel like it's a prison sentence. And, have the strength to push through whatever it is that you need to work through, but then also plan time in there for you to be able to relax, for you to be able to do something enjoyable, for you to be able to, play, dance with people, like that sort of energy. And then we have conventina, purification. It is time for a cleansing, detoxification of your body and your mind. So that is your goddess card. And that's really about, like, especially with this devil in reverse, where you're breaking free from these cycles. It's detoxifying your mind of these false beliefs that you have to stay in this situation, or if some of these are these self-deprecating thoughts that you have, it's breaking yourself free from that. Those are toxic thoughts. And it's a matter of stopping those internal narratives that are going on and changing it, to be able to kind of purify your soul and sit in that higher vibration. All right. Gratitude. May you honor all that you receive. Nice little rainbow in there. And I've talked about this before, and I'll put a link if you want on my website. There's a journaling template that you can pull up, and it's about also having gratitude for all of the experiences that you have, not just being grateful for what you perceive as being good experiences. So even challenging experiences, they're there to teach you something. So make sure when you're doing your meditations, prayers, journaling, that you're grateful for all of the experiences that you have, because even in the tough ones, there's something that's coming through for you. There's some message, there's some learning, there's something for you. So make sure that you're being grateful for everything that comes towards you, not just those that you deem as being good or favorable experiences. All right, last but not least, we have our fire signs, which is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The Tower. Looks like most of my cards were coming up in reverse today. I don't know how. I was shuffling them. Actually, it was kind of funny because the devil is what's on the bottom. So a lot of times what's on the bottom is what's in the subconscious. So I'll go ahead and go with that. So we have the Tower. Either way. So something has been trying to break free for you. If you're reading it in the reverse, it's that you're trying too hard to keep this, whatever the situation is, afloat. So the Tower in reverse is also about clinging to the past and not wanting to move forward in life. The Tower upright is that it's happening, whether you want it to or not, it is happening. So either way with Aries, there's this, or Aries, Leo, Sag, there's this big change that's coming. And what's perpetuating this is this devil energy. So you definitely, and this is, what's happening that you don't see, or it's happening in the subconscious, is it's this devil energy. It's that, with this being in the reverse, it's that you have this little voice inside you that's like, don't let this change, keep it together. And that's what's keeping it in in the reverse, it needs to go into the upright so that whatever it is will go ahead and go. And that's part of, once you break free from that devil energy is what's keeping it, kind of propped up upside down. And once you're able to break free from that, then you will be able to see your blessings coming in. Oh, cards are all jumpy today. All right, so the two that jumped, we have transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level, deep healing. So there's big things that want to come through for you, but you have to break out of this cycle, this devil energy cycle. And then play, have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. So some of it is this sense of holding up this tower, like you're clinging to the past, because it's almost like playing and being happy and lighthearted. It's like, it's not a dirty word, but you know what I mean? Like sort of frowned upon that. Well, but there's all of this heaviness. I couldn't possibly allow myself to be happy in this moment. It's like, no, allow yourself to be happy in the moment. And sometimes even that allows you to see the contrast of, see, I know I can be happy. Why am I continuing to support a structure, scenario, experience in my life that is making me unhappy? Whether that's staying in this, awful, miserable job that you hate, whether it's continuing to play nice in family dynamics that are just absolutely driving you up the wall and making you miserable, or staying in a relationship that has run its course, but it's like, I've kind of always been in this, so I guess I have to stay. It's whatever that is. If you allow yourself to play, if you allow yourself to be happy, it kind of highlights that to you, that you are capable of feeling these higher level, higher timeline experiences. But sometimes that can be scary, because if you do, then it's also that realization of like, oh wow, this is really far off from where I normally am. Okay, Kali, endings and beginnings. The old must be released so that the new can enter. And I did do the read for the first half of April. I only got through the fire signs over the weekend because it was a holiday weekend. So I'm finishing up the rest of them today, and hopefully I'll get them all today, maybe tomorrow. But I think this came up for fire signs, is this Kali, endings and beginnings. The old must be released so that the new can enter. If you want to build a beautiful palace, you can't keep this old dilapidated tower there. You have to let it crumble. You have to let it fall. Sweep away all that mess, and then you can build on that foundation. But you can't build over top of a crumbling foundation that needs to be let go. All right. And then we have free. May your soul sing freely. So really strong message for the fire signs, that you have this sense of being trapped. This devil energy here is trying to keep you trapped, but let yourself be free. Let yourself be free of that devil energy. Break free. Break free, and you'll be able to get, some of those rewards. So, I mean, it's a pretty strong message here for fire signs, but especially with the eclipse coming up in Aries, which is a fire sign, there's a lot of changes on the horizon. Let the changes come so that you can let that happiness come in. So that is our message for today. I hope that you found it to be helpful, but as always, take only what resonates and leave the rest. So fire signs, check out the reading for the first half of April. That one already posted online. And for everybody else, I'll get to those hopefully today or at the latest tomorrow. And make sure you hit the subscribe and notification bell so that you can be alerted as to when those videos do post. Otherwise, I wish you peace and joy along your journey. Until next time.